Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel, and today, as you already see from the title, we're going to be talking about All Eyez on Me, which came out on Friday, June 16th. It's out in theaters right now, so if you haven't seen it and are still deciding on whether or not to see it, go ahead and watch it, and also watch this video so you can know what I think about the movie. And also, guys, this is a hit or miss, so I hope you guys stay tuned. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so just to let you know right now, I do have some little notes that I've jotted down. So without further ado, let's kind of start. And basically, the movie is based off of Tupac Shakur's life, and basically who he wanted to be, who he had to be, and what he actually was meant to be. And the actual movie took 8 years to make because of the following reasons. There were various directors and writers. At one point they fired a couple different directors, a couple different writers. Initially, the movie that they finished with is not what they started with. Now, just to let you know, I'm on the fence on whether or not I love the movie. I actually liked it, but I felt like there should have been more. And obviously, when it's your favorite artist, your favorite rapper, poet, actor, you hope that the movie portrays him in a way that it should definitely do. So, on Rotten Tomatoes, there's actually a 22% rating, and it actually went down from the last time I checked, which was on Monday. And 67 people actually liked the movie. So that kind of tells a lot. Now, a bunch of other places have written reviews on the actual movie, kind of on the fence as well. A lot of people just were expecting it to be a lot better than what it was. Daily Beast, New York Times, CNN Entertainment, Miami New Times, Los Angeles Times, they've all written their own reviews on the movie, and I really loved, honestly, the New York Times. Oh, it was actually directed, and the shots that were taken by the actual director of the movie. Also about how it was kind of not mediocre. I'm not gonna say mediocre because Tupac's life definitely doesn't deserve mediocre, but it wasn't as it should have been. So it kind of sucks that a lot of people have had mixed reviews on it because, like I said, when it's your favorite actor, when it's your favorite artist, when it's someone who you look up to, you want them to be portrayed the best way you think of them. Now, the LA Times kind of called it muddled vision of Tupac, and I was like, what? Oh my god, no. But I agree. I feel like a lot of the stuff in the movie was kind of stuff that you could find on YouTube or documentaries, on books, on Tupac's life. Now, there's two things that I mainly did not like about the movie. And these two things are pretty much not basic, but I feel like you understand it. The first one is the death on the sidewalk. For those that haven't watched it, I'm just gonna tell you right now. Sorry. So basically what happens is Tupac gets shot along with Suge Knight. Suge drives him to the hospital, and once they get to the hospital, they take him out of the car, they put him on the sidewalk, and he just lays there and dies. Now, I'm pretty sure any real Tupac fan can tell you that he did not die on a sidewalk. He died 6 days later in the hospital. I didn't like that, and as soon as it happened, I looked to my boyfriend and I was like, that's not how it happened, and blah blah blah, because you get really passionate when it comes down to who your favorite artist is, and like I said, how they're portraying them, making sure that everything in the movie is as accurate as it should be, because true fans are going to know the difference. And I feel like that makes a difference in the movie that you've made or that you've created, because if people know it's not something that's real, then they're not going to want to give their money to you to watch it. I know a lot of people who said that they were going to just wait till it comes out on Redbox, and a lot of people who just said, I'm going to just wait till it comes out on Fire Stick. Yep, 50 Cent. I went there. So he basically just said, wait till Fire Stick. It wasn't that great. Sums up in a couple words. Wasn't his exact words, but you get what I mean. The Fire Stick part was actually true though. Now, the box office numbers, it was $45 million to create the actual movie, and then $27.1 million opening weekend. They did expect about $30 million, but I feel like that was low compared to how much people actually love Tupac and how many people actually just decided not to watch it because of obvious reasons. And that sucks. So, I mean, what can you do about it? But another thing was Cars 3 made $60 million when Tupac's movie only came to 27.1 opening weekend. Like, both came out on the same day. So, yeah. Now, on a scale from 1 to 100, I definitely give the movie a split 70. Only because of the death on the sidewalk and because of the second thing that I didn't like in the movie, which was you obviously didn't learn anything new. Everything that was in the movie, you could have easily gone on YouTube. You could have easily done your research on interviews he's had. From his own mouth, you could have learned who he was without having to see this movie, which sucks in a way, but it's good for people who obviously don't know anything about Tupac. I think that's a good thing. I'm pretty sure there was people this weekend who went and saw the movie because they obviously were wondering who's this guy who everybody loves, and they learned something. But for someone like me who's followed his career, who loves the poet, the actor, the revolutionary leader, and just an extraordinary human being that he is, you seen it and you were just like, I know this already though. What else is there that I don't know? The only thing that I didn't know was the Death Row East and the Death Row West, which is basically a partnership between Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur before he actually died. And basically Tupac was going to be in control of Death Row East, which was going to be under his own vision, and then Suge Knight was gonna, you know, cover the Death Row West. So I mean, as you guys probably already noticed, there's people who've been telling you don't watch it, it's not even worth it. But I'm just gonna tell you guys, you are the judge of the movie, obviously. But there's a reason why it wasn't as successful as it should have been. I think it was just missing something more. Like, all these events that you've seen, you could see them on YouTube. You could see them, like I said, in documentaries, in interviews. So, like I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 70%. And only because the death should have been done in a different way. And also, you didn't learn anything new. So, I mean, with that being said, if there's any comments that you guys have on what you thought, on what you think could have been done better in the movie, go ahead and leave comments down below. If you do like what I said, go ahead and like this video. If you didn't, just let me know why. Comments down below. And if you're new to my channel, come on and subscribe to my family. And also, for my subscribers, thank you so much for being here. And for my new ones, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. And also, if you guys have any demands, I guess you can call them. If you guys have any demands on what you guys want to see on my channel, go ahead and just leave a comment down below. And whatever it is that anybody comments down below, I'll do my next video on. So, yeah. So, just to make sure and let you guys know, Tupac Shakur is one of my favorite just artists of all time. He was just an extraordinary person. I definitely feel like I have a connection with him as far as the way he thought. I felt like he always knew what you were feeling, and he always understood you into a deeper level, and he needed to be there needed to be more added to this picture. And I do believe that Demetrius Shipp Jr., who did play him in the movie, he did a phenomenal job. So I definitely salute him in the movie. But I just wish that the directors and the writers would have came up with a little bit more for this picture. So yeah, that is everything for today. I would like to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay blessed, guys.